How do I work this? It's been a minute. There we go. There's those stupid ass buttons. My cat says hello, everybody. Hello? How's it going? It's been a while. No camera today. Because why the hell would I want to abuse you in such a horrible way? No camera today. Pompey, do you want me to just give you the microphone, my man? Come on. There you go. You do it. You just take over. Yeah, there we go. You got anything else? Huh? No? Now you're gonna be camera shy? Or I guess microphone shy. What's up, everybody? I've missed the fuck out of all of you. It's been a long time. Very, very long time. Let me, figure out how else to do streaming thing. What's this? No. No. No, that's copywritten music. Shut the fuck. Alright. Alright. There we go. There we go. This stream's not monetized anyway. I don't give a crap. Why does it not show on the other end the screen changing at all? Can you guys even fucking hear me? God damn it. It's been so long since I've streamed, I don't even remember what the hell I'm doing. Can you hear me? Can you guys at least verify in chat that you can hear me? Okay, good. Thank God that's happening. Now's not a good time. Yeah, so hello. Muted mic, sorry, it is not muted. Shut up, I'm gonna punch you in your ovaries. So I don't know why it's still showing the screen back there. I don't know what the hell that's about. Maybe this is why? Can you guys see it now? Let me look. It should be like actually showing something other than the stupid cyberpunk background. But I don't care. It's been forever since I've done this crap. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to touch base with you all about a lot of the crap that's been going on lately in the world, and also Starfield. I know you all are probably wondering what I think about the game that I grew my entire... There's a ship background. Now it's showing it. Okay, I don't know. Now you understand why I've never, like, regularly streamed, right? Like, I keep telling you people who want me to stream that it's not gonna work out. But here I am doing it. Yeah, I've had a lot of shit going on. Medical stuff, other things. And you know, when you feel like you're gonna die, it's pretty stupid. It makes you do stupid things, but that's not why I'm talking to you all today. I'm talking to you all today because I'm fucking alive. I'm gonna continue to be alive, so I may as well do some stuff. I'm gonna come back to doing content on the channel. You know, there's multiple reasons why I stopped. Yeah, I had medical stuff going on, but the main big reason actually has nothing to do with that. I didn't want to fucking continue doing this grind I did before. Like, I don't know how it happened. I accidentally became the person that just kept, like, breaking news about things. Like, whether it was Starfield, or it was a trademark about Deathloop, or yes, Pompey, or it was that too. He brings up a good point. That as well. Or, you know, I just kept accidentally getting, like, in the headlines of like, these websites, and being referenced in all these stupid-ass Reddit posts, and somehow I got this reputation as being a leaker when I never leaked anything, really. And I didn't want to have to keep following that vibe, right? Like, keep chasing that expectation, because at some point, if you keep doing that, people are going to expect that from you. So I spent hours, man, every day trying to just find the next thing, trying to break the next story, so that way I can be in a stupid headline on some website somewhere, PC Gamer or whatever, the same website that writes articles about people discovering that there's bugs and jars in Skyrim, as if that's some kind of new revelation, which it's not. PC fucking Gamer. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to doing content, right? Like, but the thing is, well, I probably will still do my investigations and trademark shit and all that cool stuff. You know, it's not gonna be as not structured, but as consistent. I'm not gonna go for that. I want to start doing some more creative content, like actually do a bunch of crap for games other than Bethesda Game Studios. There's a reason I focused on Bethesda. I like their games, right? But also it was a fucking marketing thing, right? It was a play. Focus on a game studio and only that studio, and maybe they'll hook you up, and then you can get access to stuff through them. But none of it mattered, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. So yeah, long story short, content's coming back. Expect more creative stuff. It's not gonna all be news anymore. Not gonna always be chasing the fucking news with my lawyer briefcase running down after the ambulance with Todd Howard in it as Starfield is laying on a stretcher trying to gasp it for its last breaths, and Todd's like, "No, don't die. We just met." And I'm running behind like with my fucking briefcase and my suit and tie that's like 2 sizes too big, like trying to get my virility. It's just gross. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. But anyway, you get the gist. So Starfield, I guess that's the big elephant taking a dump in the room and like stepping in the dump and like walking around the room with the dump on its elephant feet. And now some of the dump is on you and it's gross, and these are new carpeting, and like this isn't how you wanted your day to go, but nonetheless, here's this fucking elephant taking the dump. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this elephant taking a dump. Starfield, man. I love that game. Now, don't. I'll hit your belly. Don't assume that I love it just because I say I love it. I'm a complicated person. Imagine being in a relationship with me. It would be so confusing. I love Starfield, right? But that doesn't mean I love it. Starfield is exactly what I wanted in a game like that. Almost in every fucking way. Almost. It's almost there. But the parts that aren't quite there really, really piss me off. Like a lot. Like a lot. Like it's stupid. Like I can't swim underwater in 2024, Bethesda. I don't care if the water is poisonous. You think that's going to stop anybody in the world? No, they're going to swim in the poisonous water. I jump off cliffs in Skyrim for ragdoll physics, bro. Let me poison myself. Let me be slow in a puddle of poison in photo mode, naked, or perhaps in the costume you get on Homestead or whatever the fuck that planet is. Why not? Why not Todd? Why does Todd have to kink shame me wanting to go underneath the surface of the water? Next thing. One of the biggest, coolest things in Fallout 4 was building settlements, right? Like pretending like you're playing The Sims in SimCity now because you have no social life, so you want to take care of these lines of code in your game and make sure they have happy life and food and waters and all that stuff. Where is that in Starfield, bitch? Because I don't see it. You know what I see in Starfield? I see a faction called List. And what's their purpose? Their purpose is entirely to go out and colonize motherfucking space, right? That's their whole purpose. Let's build colonies on worlds that are habitable or perhaps not, depending on how desperate we are. No, that's not in the game either. You can build outposts, but just if you want to get some materials that you can get anyway, and like automate a process, like Factoro or whatever that game is that I've never like, that's cool, but why can't I also have people live there? Like, they do live there. Like, this is a space game where I have people work on this planet far away on a moon where there's no oxygen or water. But I don't need to worry about them not having food or water. It makes no fucking sense. Like, it just breaks the immersion completely. Like, I get it. I get if you don't want to have Fallout 4 again in space. But the point is, just because you have a settlement building system in both games doesn't mean that the game that was in it first now has ownership over that system. Meaning, within Bethesda Game Studios, let's say Elder Scrolls, the next Elder Scrolls game has a settlement building shit. Like, people aren't going to say, oh, that's you guys copy that from Fallout. Nobody's going to say that if they have more than 10 brain cells and most of their brain cells are not located directly up their ass. People aren't going to say that. It's going to fit because people live in cities, motherfucker. They live in cities. Like, they don't just live in people live in cities, bro. Even in Starfield they do. Why can't I build a city for them? It just doesn't make any damn sense, and that's something that annoys me about the game. I love this. I love the vibe. I love the setting. Bethesda did a perfect thing with having humanity, and like, I'm not gonna do spoilers or anything. Like, if you haven't played the game yet, blah blah blah. I don't know. Leave the chat. I don't fucking know. Anyway, humanity is basically like an endangered species. Earth is fucked. There's no atmosphere on Earth anymore from meteors. So the only humans exist elsewhere off of Earth, and from my calculations, there's definitely less than at least 10 million humans left. At least, like, and that's me literally multiplying it times over 1,000 of what I think it is. There's not very many people left. So it's like a post-apocalyptic setup, but it's not apocalyptic. It's just space, and there's just not many people left. And that's perfect because one of the biggest issues, like for instance, like in Skyrim or Oblivion, that people bring up is, like, you got these big ass cities, but nobody lives there. There's like 40 people in the capital city of the entire, like the biggest main city of Tamriel, and there's like 50 dudes just walking around the streets. No. Starfield does that right because the people you see running around and stuff, that's it. Like, people are like, New Atlantis isn't very big. That's because there's not many humans left. They died. They're dead. They're dead. Like, they don't exist now. Like, they're chilling with your great great grandfather. Like, that's where they are. That's where humanity is. It's just a cool way for Bethesda to not have to worry about not making giant cities or not having a heavily populated Earth. The setting is interesting. It makes sense. People like to complain about some things. Like, I've seen people complain about it doesn't make sense that spaceships are legal, but mechs aren't, right? Because a spaceship can theoretically do everything a mech can do, but more because it can fly. You gotta look at it this way. Like, I get it. Like, it doesn't make sense at first glance. But spaceships are needed for commerce. They're needed for trade. They're needed to move people from planet to planet. Mechs aren't needed for that. Mechs mostly seem to either have a military or an industrial purpose, right? And I could see having this heavy weapons platform that can probably launch nukes. If anyone is familiar with BattleTech, like, the nukes are pretty bad in the game. Like, people don't use them for a reason, because of how horrifying having like 30 mechs with 50 nukes on them can be. So it makes sense that nukes are illegal and spaceships aren't. Spaceships are needed for basically everything. So that's a nullified thing in my opinion. Hey, thank you everybody for welcoming me back. You guys are awesome. It's been a minute, I know, but I'm back. Had a lot of stupid shit going on, man. But, it's stupid to let that shit hold you back. You're kind of just chilling on the floor as life just kind of, like, pisses on you. That's gross. Why would you like that? You're gross. Get away. Go across. I love watching my viewers plummet as I make my jokes. It's so entertaining to me. Never gonna stop. Anyway, yeah. So, Starfield it's good. It has a lot of potential, you know what I mean? Like, Fallout 4 had some issues when it first came out. Even Skyrim did. I think Starfield is going to be one of those things that they're just going to keep adding to and adding to. And another thing you got to remember is Starfield, this is the first game in this new motherfucking franchise. Like, this is going to be Starfield 2 and a Starfield 3 and 4. Like, Bethesda's going to build their Starfield kit for a minute. Like, they're gonna have Starfield drip all over the fucking place. It's gonna be focused on Starfield all over the goddamn merch store. We're gonna be seeing Starfield for years, so they're gonna keep adding more to this. And, I kind of don't want to think Bethesda's gonna do this. I don't want to think they're gonna go games as a service. But Starfield is kind of perfectly set up for it. Like, they can just add another star system instead of doing Starfield 2. They can just add more to the game through digital updates, but I don't think they're gonna do that, and I hope they don't. But the fact is, Starfield in many ways, no matter how you look at it, has a lot of foundation for future improvements and additives and all that jazz. The Varun DLC gonna be lit. Yes, motherfucker. The Varun and the Space Serpent, man, there's gonna be a lot of twists in that. There's gonna be a lot of turns. There's gonna be a lot of mysteries. I think the Space Serpent, though, is gonna be Akavir. I think that's gonna be Starfield's Akavir. I don't think we're ever gonna see the Space Serpent. I don't think we're ever gonna, like, have definitive proof whether that bitch exists one way or another. But, yeah, I think it's gonna be the Akavir, because Bethesda knows they need to have those weird mysteries. Ugh. Right, like the aliens in Fallout. Ugh. Sorry. One cool thing about my health plummeting is I get to sound more like Rick, and the cool Rick, not the replacement one. The good one. What was his name? Justin Roiblades or whatever. I don't fucking know. He has a name, right? That's what's important for him. Yeah, I guess Starfield. I'm kind of waiting to see what Bethesda is gonna do with it. I get they had to push it out. You can tell that they wanted to go 101 different directions with the game, but they kind of had to corral themselves in a bit and, like, chill the fuck out a little, at least. Just like a tiny bit of chill the fuck out, like 5 to 50%. Chill the fuck out to make sure they can put the game out on time, because, dude, they had so many things. They could have had the mechs in the game, the settlement building system. They could have had make your own fact. There's clear evidence that they had a lot of other, like, foundations of things. Even the underwater. Like, I think Bethesda wanted us to be able to go underwater at some point, because there's underwater creatures, and it's so annoying having to scan these little underwater creatures because you can't really see them ever. But someone modeled them. Think about that. Someone modeled all these underwater alien fish fucks and things, and you can't see them. Like, you have to drag them out on shore or something. Like, you got some kind of mermaid fetish or something. Like, you can't even see all the work they did. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine an artist spending like 30 to 50 hours and you don't see it because you can't swim under, you can't even peek your head under the water to look? It's so dumb. Like, I don't think Bethesda wanted that to be the case. So clearly there's a lot of stuff they dipped out on before it was released. They didn't want to do another. I think they really wanted to do one more delay. And I think Microshaft just inserted Microshaft inside of Bethesda too deep and forced them out early. If you don't like my phrasing, fuck you. I do. It entertains me. But regardless, you get what I'm saying. I would have been fine with them pushing the game forward like another year. I know people would have freaked out. People would have been like going to Todd Howard's house and taking dumps in his lawn or doing some weird crap that they do because people don't have any life outside of their, like, sociopathic parasocial relationships with game developers of all things. But I think people would have chilled out, and I think the game would have been better for it. But it's fine. It's fine, isn't it? At least we have the game now. People really wanted it. Now they fucking have it. And like I said, they were gonna complain about things no matter what, no matter how much it was delayed. People gonna complain, but nonetheless, I still have fun with it. I still have a lot of fun with Starfield. It's cool. It's better than No Man's Sky, man. With the scanning, No Man's Sky is like, hey, do you want to go to Cartoon World and scan some creatures, and every planet has life on it? Because what universe is this? How does this ever gonna happen in any RNG based reality? Ugh. 56 viewers for the first time in however long it's been. Hello, I'm alive and junk. Yeah, I didn't know what the title is. You do like that they waited longer at first, at least. Yeah, imagine if they didn't delay it, dude. Imagine if they did not delay Starfield and it came out in the year it was supposed to originally come out. That would have been shit. That would have been even worse. That would have made people unhappy. Really unhappy, man. But no, I'm definitely... The game is unsavable. Nah, I disagree, Kaz. I disagree. I don't know if you just joined or not. I just got done talking a whole bunch of smack on Starfield for like 20 minutes or some amount of time. So, like, I'm not saying this like I think the game's amazing. I just don't think it's not savable. It's savable. It's a solid foundation for something, and it's not a bad game. I like it. It's a really good game, but it's just not what it could have been. Like, the thing is, at least if you're gonna at least like I said earlier, Bethesda teased us with a lot of systems that clearly they wanted to do more with but didn't. That is their biggest mistake. If they would have just cut that crap out entirely and not had list in the game or not had even even the outposts right now, but say they're gonna be added in an update or something, people would have complained, but they wouldn't have thought that the outposts were useless. There's people right now that straight up don't even care about the outposts because I mean, you really don't need them. You really don't need them for like any reason unless you're just into building an industrial outpost and having, automation like or something. Like that's fine, I guess. Like especially if you want to do those like get 9,000 silver or whatever missions. Like that's I get it. I get it. It's for those, right? But man, like just there could have been so much more. Like I really want you guys remember me talking about this. One of the biggest things I was looking forward to was building colonies, right? That's one of the things I kept saying. Was I'm hyped as shit to build a space colony and like make sure my people are cool. And like they got space bread and space corn and space doctors and space whatever the shits. Space shits. They got those too. No, we don't get to do that. They just survive on the moon with no water. It's fine. Everybody's fucking broken inside and not able to die from sheer depression in Starfield. I'm not even joking. Have you seen the people that don't even wear spacesuits and they just stare off into the horizon on the fucking moon? There's like no atmosphere and dudes just chilling like it's like a 1998 emo album cover from the Midwest on a bridge, like just looking out into the distance. No spacesuit, no atmosphere. It's negative 5,000. The dude's fine. His sadness is keeping him alive somehow. Like, imagine being so sad you can't motherfucking die. Yeah, Pompeii, I understand. But anyway, like, we knew there was going to be, like, those Bethesda bugs. We knew there was going to be those things. And anyway, I don't want to just dog on the game the entire stream. Like, I do, like I said, primarily and overall enjoy the game. Like, I think it's fine. I think they did it. I think they made good game. Like, they did. Like, I'm not saying it's bad game. They did good game. But is it Skyrim or Fallout 4? I don't know, man. Not yet. The setting is cool. Love the setting. Love the gunplay. Love the way the controls are, the movements. Graphics are cool. UI is clean. But yeah, it needed some more that just isn't there. Needed some more that just wasn't quite there. But it'll get there one day. And not only that, the modding tools aren't even out yet. There's some cool mods. There's even a mod for the settlement building thing, the colony building thing. Morty, there's a mod to build colonies, Morty. Ugh. So it'll get better. It'll do whatever it does. I still think Todd's gonna dip. Todd's gonna become a director one day. Like, he's gonna become a director. I think he'll do Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe Starfield 2, but I think he's eventually just gonna direct. Because the Fallout show ain't bad, man. It's pretty good. He did a good job. Hang on one second. Anyway. It's cool. I'm glad to be talking to you all again. I'm not gonna be as fake either in my future videos with that, like, YouTuber voice. Hello, and how's it going, everybody? It's Skullsy here with some bullshit. This is how I'm gonna pretend to talk all the time because this is what other YouTubers do. Let's look up my own ass and see what's going... Like, I'm not gonna be doing that. That's not gonna probably happen ever again. Yeah. So hopefully you're not expecting that. No, that's no, man. That's not how I talk. This is how You really thought I talk like that? Like I'm some kind of like Adderall-driven robot just stomping through life, just fucking staring at shit with glossy eyes and like I'm a fucking predator looking for every opportunity? Hell the fuck no. That's not how I talk. That's like that Patrick Bates shit. That's like putting on the mask, man. No. No, it's exciting though. Like that was the vibe like for YouTube for a while. Like you had to talk like you were a crackhead. Like you had to just do it because everyone else did, and people didn't have the attention span to listen to somebody if they weren't yelling at them with a smile as if they were some psychopath. Like, could you imagine that? Someone yelling at you, but they're smiling and enthusiastic. Like, legit, that's what that is. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Here's some bread. Like that's not a That's like amazing digital circus. Like you're like stuck with me now. Like, and I'm gonna yell at you and show you all my fucking YouTube shorts that I like until you pass out from exhaustion. Like that's not a, that's like some codependent one-way streak thing. No, I'm not, I'm not interested in that. Stop it. I don't care about the algorithm either. The algorithm is stupid. The algorithm is stupid. You think the voice was unique? Do you though? Do you think that me talking like that was unique, or do you think that just my voice is unique? Because I think you just think my voice is unique. Uh, because I do have a dumb voice. My voice is like just low pitch enough, but just off centered by some weird high pitched shit that it breaks itself. So I understand that. But no, talking like that, man, that just like legit would just make my unique voice have no purpose anymore because I'm over enunciating excitement. It doesn't mean I'm not excited if I don't talk that way, and probably my natural excitement will flow through. I'm not saying I'm gonna be bored the entire time in future videos. I'm just not gonna be yelling. Hang on a second. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, I got something. I got a text. People keep what the hell? What is this? Remember in the old times how I told you everybody decides to get a hold of me when I stream. No one ever talks to me, man, ever. But then when I stream, suddenly my phone blows up. Like what the fuck? What does that even mean? Anyway, serial killer excited voice type. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. But now that I'm gonna be going back to the content, Starfield's out, right? So I'm gonna be doing a bunch of videos on like Starfield lore dives, a lot of like in-depth Starfield like mystery videos. What is the name of Camelworks' most redundant ass title of any YouTube video ever? Curating, curious, whatever, stuff like that, but with a better title. And I'm gonna do the Elder Scrolls 6 now because that's the next lemon to squeeze into our eyes as we just fucking run around the room smashing our head into things waiting for this game. Cats, no fighting. Hey, no fighting. You guys just got food. Come on. Jeez. Cats. Always violent. You know, they're like in the same... The cats are in the same thing. They're both in this... They're on the same side. They want food early. They both want the same thing. But in order to get food early, they attack each other. It makes no sense. It makes no damn sense. I don't get it. It's a tactic I wouldn't do. Like, what they should do is they should band together and beat my ass. Like, that's what the cats should do if they want me to feed them early. They should just work together and just beat the shit out of me, not each other. That's not gonna get them any type of scenario at all. At all. I normally have music playing during these, don't I? Well, not today. You guys just get to hear nothing. You get to hear my voice. And you get to see the spaceship in the background. Are you tired of seeing the spaceship? Hey guys, I'm starting soon. I'm starting soon, everybody. Here we go. Let's give you something else to look at. Do you guys remember that? You remember what that looked like? That's what that looks like still. It hasn't changed because I lost all of my project files for that. That's how it's always gonna look. Here you go. Now you guys can look at that. I don't know why I was gonna say Yuri Gagarin. That is definitely not what Yuri Gagarin looks like. Bloody Drajnia. This cheeky bleaky, this Drojna. The intro. They're listening. Who's listening? The Russians? Are the Russians listening? Uh-oh. United States America Radio, Channel 9, contact. That's an inside joke that nobody will ever get. Unless, unfortunately, the person who's listening gets it, and then I just fucking doxed myself. That would be smart. That would be my luck, actually. Like, out of the 50 people here, that the one person I don't want to get that inside joke gets it, and then, like, I just doxed myself. And, like, fucking my house explodes in 10 minutes. Ooh, mystery. Yeah, Pompeii. Hello. Hello. Why are you all still here? Why are you all listening to me just do nothing? I'm just literally talking about nothing. But you guys are still here for some reason. I don't understand. Don't you guys have like a game to play? Or like grass to touch? Maybe go pet your cat? Like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for being here though. You guys are cool. Love you all. You're at work? Yeah, I feel that. I remember work. Work is dumb. I used to do that thing. I used to do the work thing. Going to a place and getting paid to be there for X amount of time while doing repetitive motions. I remember that. Ugh. Do I like the Fallout show? I'm waiting to be in the mindset to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't been there, man. I haven't had the right state of mind. But I don't want to get into all that. This is a fun stream. This isn't a sad stream. Mama Murphy? Where Mama Murphy's in there. She's planting something. She's like planting tomatoes or something. Like, she's in the video. Like, did you not see her? She's literally in the video in the background somewhere. Like, that's where she is. I have her working to pay for her drug addiction. Because drugs aren't cheap. Just because I can make them for free 20 meters away from where she's currently working doesn't mean that they're cheap to her. Like, they're cheap for me, but not for her. So she's gotta work the fields to get that jet. She's gotta plant those tomatoes and give them to me so I can eat them. I don't know how much farther you want me to go with this. You thought this was gonna keep going, but like, how far can I take this joke? Like, and then Mama Murphy dies in the field, and like, I use her to fertilize the tomatoes. Like, I don't know how much further I can now go. This is the end of both the joke and Mama Murphy. But she's in the video. She's there, and she's working, and she's busy, and don't disturb her. I need more tomatoes. The first episode's been pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Like, I'm definitely gonna watch it. It's on my list of new show to watch. Honestly, I'm permanently forever sad that Fringe doesn't exist anymore. I'm always gonna be sad that Fringe stopped existing. I love Fringe. It's my favorite show. Sadness. That and Mr. Robot, but Mr. Robot at least like ended. Like that. Fringe didn't need to end. It did, but it didn't need to. It needed 20 more seasons. Bone meal, yes, see? You understand. And with all the chemicals Mama Murphy's been doing, her bone meal has natural, like, resources. Ugh. So many resources in Mama Murphy. We need to get them. We need to get Mama Murphy's resources from her bones. Come on, go get Mama Murphy's bones. I want some fucking tomatoes. Oh my god. Just chasing Mama Murphy through the woods. Give me your bones, I want tomatoes, bitch. I've been feeding you drugs to watch you die, so you can fertilize my tomatoes. Oh, Jesus, I'm a fucked up person. Oh. Hello, Ulfric, Stormcloak. You're dead in my Skyrim, but that's fine. I talked to plenty of ghosts. Serious question: are you Team Empire or Steam Clone? I just answered your question. I'm okay. Okay. Let me. So it's not that easy. It's not Team Empire or Team Stormcloak. It's not that easy, right? Like my issue with Ulfric Stormcloak is he's an egotistical shitfuck. Like yeah, he has good points, but he's using those points for personal gain. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it's like I don't care if people do good for personal gain. Like personal gain isn't inherently bad. Everybody thinks just because you do something to gain something from it, you are now evil villain. No. No, we have a limited amount of time in this world. You need to make sure that you use it wisely so if you can both help people and have personal gain from it, you are intelligent. There's no evil there. But the problem is, uh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the problem is that when you try to make the person seem like a saint or some like savior or something, but they're doing it for personal gain, that's the issue. That's where I draw a line. Yeah, and he's not a savior. Ulfric isn't like a fucking saint. Like he's got good points, he does good work, but he ain't that. He ain't that. You know what I mean? The Empire ain't either. The Empire though has been able to bring overall a good amount of peace to Tamriel throughout history. They haven't been perfect either though. Honestly, what I want is I want every country in Tamriel to be their own country and the Empire to just be in Cyrodiil. That's it. I want everything to get reset back to like the days of what the Three Banners War, but without the Three Banners or the war. Well, I mean, war's fine. Like, why not? But yeah, I want the Empire to stay in Cyrodiil. I want the old borders of Morrowind and elsewhere and fucking Velenwood, all of that stuff to be intact again. The Empire needs to chill out. Um, yeah, that's where I am. I'm not either. I'm not Team Empire or Team Ulfric. But if I had to choose between the two, I'd go Empire, just because it's got a better chance at Skyrim not then getting invaded by the Thalmor instantly after Ulfric takes over and has no allies to help him, because that's what would happen. He would, even if he wins, he would take over Skyrim. Skyrim would be independent. Skyrim, the one country known for worshipping Telos that the Thalmor hate, yeah, they would instantly invade, and that would be it. And then he would then be killed. Like it would last a few months, and that would be it. Like, so yeah, the Empire at least has a chance of maybe doing something. Honestly, I think that the Red Guards have the potential to Hammerfell has the potential for a lot of political power now because they're like the only ones that can push the Thalmor back. They can make their own alliance and be at the head of it, right? Be in charge of it. Be like what the Empire used to be. But now they aren't because they got their ass kicked by elves. How much Starfield have I played? Oh, I've given my thoughts on Starfield earlier. I've played, I don't know, 200 hours, something like that. I restarted a few times though. Starfield's good. I like it. Great game. But that being said, there's issues with it that really annoy the shit out of me. Like a lot of big issues, in my opinion. Things they should have either delayed the game to add to, or just cut out of the game entirely, so it doesn't feel like we were like being edged on that we'd be able to do X or Y, but we can't. Like settlement building, for instance, that annoys me. I can't build a city, but I can build something to mine 85,000 aluminum. Like, that's cool, I guess. 85,000 aluminum, right? Yeah, that really compares to Fallout 4's in-depth settlement building system with defense and food and water and scavenging, you know, and beds and housing and stores. That's, yeah, 85,000 aluminum. That's fine. That totally makes me feel like the same vibe is going on. Jesus. Like I don't that and the water thing, man. Those two things, seriously, the settlement building and not being able to go under the damn water. Those two things are at least, like, if we're talking about like a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rating system, that's at least an entire solid number. Like, if they would fix both of those, let me go underneath the water, let me build space colonies, boom, you just went up an entire number. Like, an entire number. I think Starfield right now is an 8.5 for me. Maybe even an 8. Maybe even an 8. Fallout 4 is like a 9. So, I mean, that should tell you something. But that being said, I love the vibe. I love space. Like, clearly they did a lot of work in it, so I'm not saying they didn't. Like, I love the graphics. I love the atmosphere. The stories are cool. It's there. Like, it's there. It's just not... They should have delayed it another year. Another year, man. Another entire year. They should have delayed it. I think they misunderstood or maybe not misunderstood because they know what they're doing, but they misgauged how much polishing and bug fixing you'd have to do before they launched the game, before they released it. I think that's what the dealio is. They didn't foresee having to do as much bug fixing as they did. And Microsoft really wanted them to put the game out, you know what I mean? I mean, Microsoft has been edging inside of Bethesda for fucking ever now, so, like, clearly they wanted to get it over with and get the game out, so they did. And it's fine. Like, I say all this, and it sounds like I hate the game. I don't. I love it. I love that game. Starfield's a great game. It's just like, man, you were so close to being an outstanding game that it sucks just a little bit. Like, just a little bit. Just sucks a little tiny bit. Hey, what's up, Matthew M? Thank you for being a new channel member. I forgot I have those things on this. I have monetization off on this. So I guess people can still somehow find ways to give me money, though. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. The issue with Starfield, it's the lack of world. Well, I mean... see, that's the thing. Like, there's not... Alright, so check it out. I get why you're saying there's lack of world building. I think the world building is there, and I think it's adequate. I think it's good, actually. I think Bethesda did a genius move with how they how they X the Earth out. I think it's smart. But I don't think they're giving us the entire world building. Honestly, I know this is going to sound crazy, and some of you may think, even if it's true, it's stupid for Bethesda to do this. But I think the world we see now in Starfield, even after hundreds of hours, in terms of world building, I would bet one of my 7 testicles that we've seen less than 10% of the world building of Starfield. I think they have a lot more to show us. I think they were betting on Starfield to be one of those games that they can drip content on for a very long time, because theoretically, this is a space game, it's on a new engine, and they can, but nonetheless, I think we haven't seen everything there is to see in Starfield. I think there's a lot more. You gotta remember, we're in one system. We're just in the settled systems. You're telling me all humans decided to agree? So listen to this. You're telling me humans, right? Think historically here. Think of history, of human history. You're telling me that all humans decided to just stay in the settled systems. All of them. This is where we go now. This is where we live. All of us. Let's all hold hands and do it together, because humans are known for working together and getting along. Fuck no. There's people all over the place out there, outside of the settled systems. New factions, new cultures, new cities, all sorts of stuff, and probably aliens. We've barely seen it. And I don't think that Todd Howard and friends are gonna make that stuff up as they go. They have all that written already. They know what's out there. It's in the Starfield Bible right now. It exists in Starfield lore. We just haven't seen it or heard about it yet in game because, like I said, they're going to drip feed us. You think the total human population is like 100,000? Yeah, like I kind of talked about that earlier. Like, I'd be surprised if there was 1 million people left. Like, honestly, I don't think that there's many people left at all. Which is smart, though, right? Because now it's like a fresh slate. So by the time Starfield 5 comes out, you can be like, You know, I was there back when there was barely anybody left. So yeah, so like I keep saying, they got a lot of potential for stuff. We just have to give them time to cook. But man, that under the water thing really pissed me off. Not being able to go under. I know it's stupid, because like really, how much content is gonna be there under the water? Like nothing, probably, right? Like it's just dumb. I don't like stupid restrictions like that. There's no reason why I can't swim under the water and look at the creatures that the 3D artists modeled that you will never see unless they just happen to glitch out and go on land. It's silly. It's dumb. But nonetheless, I still like the game. Sci-fi games are hard. There's too much that humans can do, right? Yeah, so sci-fi is one of the harder things. But I mean, even with that, fantasy that goes along the same lines. Like you gotta find a way to. It's just the balance of high fantasy and believability. That's really what it is. And you can have high fantasy and sci-fi too. Like you can have space magic level Star Wars shit. It's always that balance of trying to make it still believable without just feeling like you just hit 5 drops of skooma and you're just rolling around on the floor as like people step around you. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever been to a major city. So do you think they plan to milk it, to milk what? Starfield? I mean, what do you mean by milk it? Like, do you consider milking it just making new content because they want the game to still be played, or do you consider milking it microtransactions? Because I don't think they're gonna do microtransactions in Starfield. The most they'll probably do will be Creation Club crap. I mean they might do some microtransactions with skins, right? Because we got that skin system now for ships and for weapons, and there's like what 3 or 4 skins, 5 in the entire game, and like not even every weapon has a skin. So they might do microtransactions with that. But I mean, do I think they're gonna make more content for it? Hell yeah. But do I think that's milking it? No. It just depends on what your definition of milking it is. There'll be Creation Club stuff, yeah. I mean, definitely they're gonna let you buy official mods because they set up that whole system. They're not just gonna throw that system out, especially when it makes the money. We're gonna see that. They're probably updating Creation Engine 2 and the Creation Club 2, whatever it's gonna be called for Starfield. That's probably why we're waiting for the modding tools to be released, is because they wanna launch all that at the same time to where people can make paid mods right away if they want for consoles and stuff. That's definitely gonna exist. But I mean, if they're gonna start adding mods to consoles, they need to fix their save bloat problem, because people on consoles are losing their saves if they play too long. The save file gets way too big, bigger than the Xbox can handle, I guess. I don't play on console, so I don't know. I just don't know how that's gonna work when they start adding mods into things, man. Things are gonna get so convoluted, people are gonna lose their minds. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, also, I'm gonna be talking about Mass Effect. That's another thing I wanted to say today. I kind of touched on that earlier, that I'm gonna, talk about more games than just Bethesda stuff. Mass Effect is gonna be one of those. I love Mass Effect. Mass Effect is still probably my favorite sci-fi franchise over Starfield. I was always wondering, am I gonna like Starfield more than Mass Effect? As of now, I don't. Mass Effect, but it's not a fair comparison because Mass Effect has had a lot longer to cook. They got all these games, but we'll see. We'll see what goes down in Starfield Town. Look at that tree. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's old footage. I'm looking at old footage. Look at that spaceship. There we go. That's accurate now. Yeah, well, yeah, they're gonna keep getting bigger with every game they make, of course. I don't know why it's a problem though, because like, can't you just batch zip the saves into batch zips? Zip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, so if one zip gets too big, just batch zip it, and then all the zips are unzipped at once to load the save. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how that works. I'm not big on that jive. Uh, Boulder's Gate, I love Boulder's Gate. I grew up playing the original Boulder's Gates. Yeah, I love Boulder's Gate. Boulder's Gate's amazing. Dragon Age is amazing. I love all that stuff. Of course I like Boulder's Gate. One of the best high fantasy RPGs that come out in a long time. Very long time. Oh, did they fix the console save issue? That's good. That's good. I know they've been putting out a lot of bug fixes. Like, they've been definitely doing that. So you can't say they haven't been. Like, you can't say they've been lazy. They've been primarily putting out bug fixes. They haven't really even focused on anything they can get additional money for Starfield, right? It's only been bug fixes. No. They're not going to do early access for anything. Bethesda's never going to do early access. Unless it's like another, damn it, another multiplayer game or something. Then maybe they'll do early access. But not for a single player game. Bethesda won't do that. Not in my opinion. The Nulvis mod list. Never played that one. I like Living Skyrim. Living Skyrim is my favorite Skyrim mod list. And I forgot what mine for Fallout 4 is. It begins with an F. It's like this giant mod list you manually have to add, and it takes like 3 days, and you have to like batch your fucking files and your create dummy plugins. And like you have to do all this crazy stuff. It's an X edit. It's nuts, but it's worth it. And then you gotta use some synthesized thing. I don't know. Like I said, it takes multiple days. I can do it. It just doesn't mean I understand all of it. The unofficial patch. There'll probably still be a Starfield unofficial patch. Elder Scrolls 6 release 2027, 2028. We'll probably start hearing more about TES 6 in 2026. So I wouldn't expect anything for a minute, man, for Starfield. Or for Elder Scrolls 6. You know what I'm saying. You understand. Self-installing mod list over 2,000 mods. Yeah, are you talking about like Wabbajack? I do that. I do those Wabbajacks. But for the Fallout 4 one, you can't do Wabbajack. You gotta manually do a bunch of stuff to get it to work together, but it's worth it. Let me Google what it's called. Hang on a second. I can't remember what it's called. Fallout 4. I think it's like... No, it's not FO mod. Oh man, I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what it is right now. I don't know. It's something. It's cool. I don't know. I'll remember at some point. One of these days I'll remember. It'll be neat. And everybody will rejoice. And birds will scatter from nearby rooftops. And a bunch of stuff will happen that I can't describe. Because if I describe it, it'll make you die. And I don't want to do that. Havoc Physics implementation for Skyrim is the best mod you've installed. Havoc Physics. Bethesda uses Havoc Physics. Bethesda has used Havoc in a long time. Bethesda, post Oblivion, they've taken Havoc as its own module and they've baked it into Creation Engine. It's just like a more simplified and restrictive version of the Havoc engine. That's the reason why it probably works so well for you, Nemo, is because it's probably just unlocks whatever Bethesda's in-engine constraints are that are placed on Havoc. I'm pretty sure, go back to Oblivion and play it, and I'm pretty sure it says Havoc engine, like in the loading menu, like, or in the where it plays the logos of the companies. So yeah, I mean, I could see how unlocking it would make it more interesting, but I think it might cause issues with some of the precision accurate melee. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's different. That would be cool. Precision accurate melee collisions. Yeah. Sim Settlements. Yep, I love Sim Settlements. Sim Settlements 2. Love me that. 90% of my time when I play Fallout 4 is with Sim Settlements 2, man. 90%, 8,000, 50 billion, 80 billion, 500,000, and 7%. Reverse kinematics. I don't know what that is. How smart do you think I am? I don't know what those words are. And I'm not going to Google it because I'm lazy. See, not only am I stupid, but I'm lazy. Now I can relate to a lot of turtles. You know, people think turtles are stuck on their back, but they're just chilling. Like, leave them alone. Leave the turtles alone on their back. They're chilling. Don't roll them over. They're just lazy. They're not stuck. Leave them alone. Some Settlements 2 is amazing. Yep. We have already said this. Alright, everybody. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit ye old dusty trail. It's been a cool time, but I need to start looking at some food stuff and getting ready for other stuff and other things. But it's been awesome talking to you all. It's been a while. Told you I'd come back at some point. Like I said, expect the changes I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. If you missed it, the stream will be up for you all to hang out and listen to, or whatever, if you missed anything. I'm not gonna make a schedule when you should expect my videos. It'll be soon. My first thing is gonna probably be talking about, obviously, Starfield. I got so many more. Thought I was starting soon. Yeah, I know, right? I'm still starting soon, everybody. At some point I'm gonna start. At some point. Anyway, love you all. Take it easy. You all are awesome. Make sure you hit up my Discord. Actually, let me link my Discord real quick. You all need to join Discord and talk to me because I'm sad. Where is it? Where's Discord? How do I do Discord? Humans, help me. Help to do Discord. Oh, there it is. Okay. Server, blah blah blah. Invite people. There it is. Edit invite link. No limit. Expires never. Create link. Copy. Look at me doing shit. Alright, I'm gonna drop Discord link down there. That should open up my Discord. And then you can go there and you can bring me skooma, or you can bring me tacos, or you can bring me whatever. It'll be chill. Alright, I'm gonna hop off here before I ramble on like an idiot. Take it easy, everybody. You all have been cool. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the end screen on. Peace.
Girl, gon' come out, roll us some dope, oh yeah. Gon' sip it slow, white styrofoam, you know us. Bands we could blow, cash overload, it's nothing. Girl, we could go anywhere you want, oh yeah. Girl, gon' come out, roll us some dope, oh yeah. Gon' sip it slow, white styrofoam, you know us. Bands we could blow, cash overload, it's nothing. Girl, we could go anywhere you want, oh yeah. Make camouflage on my entourage, oh yeah. Big backyard, 4-car garage, it's nothing. That little bitch in a foreign car, oh yeah. Hop out the bed, put my jury on, oh yeah. I've been laying low, out in Tokyo, oh yeah. Gorillas on my coat, Grapes is for the lowest, nothing. I mix it with Supreme, rolling purple weed. Oh yeah, I pull up in that Jeep, smoking gasoline. Oh yeah, Fendi on my belt, I'm blessed. Had a curve that bitch. Cause lil' shawty took it out when she said she ain't heard my shit. Yeah, I steps up to the mic, you know I got to murder it. Roll a cigarello, smell like marijuana in my whip. Yeah, girl gon' come up, roll us some dope. Oh yeah, gon' sip it slow. White styrofoam, you know us. Bands we could blow, cash overload, it's nothing. Girl, we could go anywhere you want. Oh yeah, girl gon' come up, roll us some dope. Oh yeah, gon' sip it slow. White styrofoam, you know us. Bands we could blow, cash overload, it's nothing. Girl, we could go anywhere you want. Oh yeah, baby, I'm a flush on my entourage. Oh yeah, big backyard, 4-car garage, it's nothing. That little bitch in a foreign car. Oh yeah, hop out the bed, put my jury on. Oh yeah, so I'ma get the cousin poet on. Cause I deserve to celebrate for all the shit I done. You see me roll a switch